Greetings, my brethren. Nice to be back with y'all, and I hope y'all enjoying y'all Saturday so far. Getting ready to, or whoever, just a wrestling fan, or AEW. No wait, my bad. Whoever's a wrestling sport, fiend, or AEW fiend as well. Just very in love with AEW right now. You can't wait for Full Gear tonight. Yeah, applaud you on for that too. Yeah, hopefully, Full Gear can be one of the best pay-per-views we get so far, or just wanted, just like very entertaining at least. But so I'm coming to y'all today. I also wanted to talk more about. I don't think I talked to him before, but also now I'm gonna start talking about Mustafa Ali, and his many a bit of a set of issues that he's had with Vince and Co. WWE, and I actually I'm pretty sure because that whoever's a fiend of him also. I'll probably talk about later also with Keith, what's going on right now with Keith, with Keith Lee. They like, cause now also cause you got the social work now in the current era of the social media age. So just like with Bray Wyatt, they want to because you can't snuff any, even if it's just when the talkings of bad shit. When people start talking shit about you, you can't just like, and they start exposing who you really are, or y'all true intentions, y'all actual character. And you can't, y'all, this isn't the '90s, or whichever decade that didn't have internet, that or a source that that you can find out and see over overview and everything. Twitter, I mean, you can still go to Google or whichever site that get your news nowadays, but you can't just snuff that shit out. Just like these companies who very much relied on where it was no internet at all, and you can't just snuff the shit out anymore, and hope it dies down, because social, it's what people are gonna find out about it. It's gonna be known. So it's like now you can't try to suppress it. However you can, whichever you can. Why y'all think the government? We already knew this shit, but why do y'all think the Triple K America, Triple K America is now coming out with saying that all along that aliens now do exist. They're trying to make it like now that aliens have always been around us. So when we already knew that fucking deal. I even watching movies about it. One particular movie that's about nice guys is called, just knowing the little bit research I have about digging into aliens. I already had knowledge of that shit, so we for damn sure didn't need the government to tell us about us. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably also speak on what's going on. I guess because there's like also now it's they're kind of going back and forth. Keith Lee and WWE going back and forth about his medical bills. So, and that's no surprise there also, because if their medical staff was really, real tight and perfectly sound, then than wrestlers like it is now, then they wouldn't have a history. They wouldn't be coming out and exposing shit about it. So. But yeah, back into the topic at hand. So, Mustafa Ali has had, at first he had a surge. I don't know. I wasn't at this point because I wasn't really releasing, wrestling, sports content on my channel in general, and I wasn't really watching. Like I said, I was off and on. Like I said before, I was been off and on with or WWE and wrestling as a whole at that point. So I wasn't really watching when Mustafa Ali, but I heard about Retribution, and him eventually coming out as with them coming out as him being the mastermind behind it all. And so they said that thinking. So they said also that, so a storyline, he had, that's what I was at. So he had he was basically on a meteor rise with the Retribution. Yeah, his career was actually looking like he could, probably like one by one go through every championship. Yeah, his career was looking like pretty stacked at the moment. And then it just immediately went into the ground. He just became just a generic default wrestler, jobbing to whoever they need him to job to, just for a match to get through the runtime of the show. And it's just like it's a damn shame. And I don't know if y'all saw, I don't know if it's been on Twitter too also, but everybody pretty much knows the story, the drama that's wedged between, that's been going between Mustafa Ali and WWE. So like many of the wrestlers, it's nothing new. The WWE's always had a past history with wrestlers that they've had, that Vince has issues with, whether it's creative or personal issues or not. So Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, they're definitely absolutely the most infamous. Kurt Angle, just anybody, just examples, but it's just too many to list. Big Show. So they had what I was talking about. So they had scraped a storyline where he was supposed to, I guess now his character was supposed to revolve around the fact that he's merely an outcast from, the majority of the crowd because they boo against him. He's hated because his name is Mustafa Ali. And I guess the direction where that, if y'all didn't caught on or anybody else didn't catch on, I guess because he's kind of like in that kind of direction where he said, you big boo me because my name is Mustafa Ali. And I guess the direction he was going, I guess he was pointing at his heritage. Yeah, that's because the storyline that he was about to go with, it got taken off, got scrapped by creative. You can't really try to be that controversial, especially in this era, because immediately when somebody, you can't really be, not to say that it's not, you can't make fun of anybody else's heritage just for comical purposes. It's like we can't go into a direction that where everybody, at least everybody sees it as a way to enjoy it, and just a way to get to find to be stuck onto it and just find to have peak interest into it. So I guess his idea that he was going into, that which pretty much revolved around I guess his heritage, because he said he was born in he's born in America. If you already didn't know that, or looked at his profile online. Oh, sorry. If you looked at his profile online, he's been born in America, but of course you can see it. His father too is of Pakistan descent. So he's his heritage is really originally from Pakistan, and he said he's, I guess he's because he wore kind of clothes he was wearing a little bit of clothes also to, identify with his heritage also. And he said he's like try to avoid that, so I guess he wouldn't, face the scrutiny within the crowd, the WWE universe. And I don't know if you shouldn't really be like focused or, not much of caring that too, because I pretty much, just want to be for example for me, like anybody who's, just just facing scrutiny or, being ridiculed by, other humans alike. You shouldn't give a damn or, have a care. I guess when you get to the adult age, like I have, you really don't care about that much anymore. But, or, matter whether it's where you're from, or your physical appearance, your character, whichever, what what you like, anything. So it shouldn't matter. I don't know. I guess because it was about to be similar to the storyline where they had, I guess, Ohu Ja. I don't know. I'm not pretty like his first name was Muhammad, and he had and that's when the September, the September the 9/11 attacks occurred, and they tried to do that very controversial, or it had to do, I don't know, it was something with that storyline that they tried to do, and they scrapped it along with the character at the same time. So because it was like very especially because it was a war, whichever the Gulf War or the 9/11 attacks, I'm not sure which one, and that's similar to that. Why I guess because even now you can't try to be blurred that too much between the lines, or try to be that very, very controversial, because you'll get shot down immediately. Toxic cancel culture will comfort you immediately. So I guess he tried to do a storyline where he's like they boo him because of his heritage, and I guess maybe they were gonna try to go forward with that, and especially how the sponsors and everything, how that plays out too. They're not, right, he wasn't even getting that past anybody in creative, so I don't know why you tried to go through with that, or just in general. And also it just may be because of also because the issues I'll talk about more. But I'll talk about that more in future videos. But it'll probably be wait till I get much more of a greater quality and like a motion picture in my setup than I have now. So, but yeah, it's also because of the fact where he put on that where he was on Raw Talk. And they had WWE was having one of their usual Legends Night. And like I said, like it's because the younger talent takes a much, a back seat. And it's just like your business and wrestling as a whole is not going to grow. Because for so long, WWE has been a focal point. Well, let me say first off that, when he said on Legends Talk, that they keep relying on the past stars that they had. They kept relying on them and on the past stars that they had to get them ratings and feed their pockets. So, and it's just like they're not giving a chance to the younger talent, the much more newer generation, to build their brand. And and wrestling as a whole, because all around wrestling suffers, everything else suffers because of the decision, the minuscule decisions that you're making, because I know money plays a part into it also. That's just the society we live now, also. But it's just like it's just like why even go forward to make even just an effort as to why just to have younger talent there, just to waste their years and their time. It just doesn't make any sense. And you remember, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers when he said on that Legend Night, on that Raw talk about the Legend Night, where they kept lying over legends, and that's why they're dying as a brand. And it's just like, it's enough is enough. And I guess, Vince, as usual, he got pretty pissed at that. And that's why he's just been on the downward spiral in his career. Because, yeah, Ali is also probably, other than Bray Wyatt, well, Bray Wyatt, other than he has much pull, so he probably one of the new ones that, Ali is much one of the newer, or just individuals in general that's not gonna, lie down and take unnecessary shit from WWE, so, or from Vince. So that could, that's obviously the reason why that he's been they've been like, whatever the fuck with him, just kick him to the back to, we're outside down to the curb. So yeah, it's a shame. I'm pretty much, probably get ready for Full Gear tonight. That's all I said. I just wanted to talk about that because he pretty much like at this point, well, in WWE, pretty much did like damage his career. So anything he just tries to pitch or anything, he won't. They ain't gonna take it into account because of the shit he's tried to say. Even on Twitter, he puts it in riddles to even to talk more open, more. I'm not saying it's wrong. Yeah, he talks more, even in riddles on Twitter. He talks more, shit about them, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but as far as you're having a, elevating your career in WWE, you're just gonna hurt yourself more and more. But yeah, that's all I had to say, pretty much, and I'll see y'all full. I'm gonna try my best. I'm only going to talk about the matches, probably even going forward. I'll just mention the match and probably a little bit. So, but going forward, I'll probably just even now too, because of how much I'm limited. I'll just talk about the matches that really stick out, and the matches and just like a tiny bit of a percentage of the match that's not really just okay, and move on to the next. So, like I said, I'll try my best, and I'll get ready for Full Gear tonight. And yeah, I'll see y'all there. Stay blessed, y'all.